3, 2, 1, go.
This tutorial will show you how to find different trigonometric values with the graphical calculator, both in radian and degree mode. Let's start by looking at the calculator and look at some of where the basic trig functions are. If you look at your calculator and your keys, your basic trig functions, sine, cosine, and tangent, are in the middle of your calculator. From them, we're going to also use them to find secant, cosecant, and cotangent using the calculator. Now, as you look at my paper, I'm having different values of angles being evaluated with the calculator. If you notice on the paper, some have the degree symbol, some don't. Any value that does not have the degree symbol must be evaluated in radian mode in the calculator. Any value that does have the degree symbol must be evaluated in degree mode. There is a method that you can switch back and forth, which I'll show you throughout this exercise. By default, the calculator is in radian mode if you haven't done anything with it. So, in order to evaluate sine of 4, because 4 does not have a degree symbol, we assume it to be in radian mode. To check to make sure you're in the proper mode, what you need to do is hit your mode button. If you look at the third column down, there's a radian degree toggle. The highlighted value is the mode it's currently in. Currently it's in radian mode, which is what we want. To exit out of here, you hit second mode or second quit, and it gets back to the main screen. Now, to evaluate sine of 4, I simply hit the sine key. Since I'm already in radian mode, I simply put 4 in, close the parentheses, and hit enter. As you notice, the value is minus 0.75. I'm going to round it to 3 digits, 7. For the second example, cosine of 55 degrees, I have to first put the calculator in degree mode. To do that, I hit the mode button. I arrow down to the radian degree toggle. I toggle over to degree. I hit enter. Notice it changes from radian to degree. Hit second quit. I now can evaluate 55 degrees in degree mode. So I hit cosine 55, close the parentheses, hit enter. I get 0.574. Now, to show you where it doesn't work, if I would have been in the wrong mode, okay, I'm going to go back and put it in the incorrect mode. Arrow down to radian. Okay, hit enter. Okay, hit second quit. If I do cosine of 55 in radian mode, notice I get a totally different answer. That's the wrong answer because it's in radian mode, it's not degree mode. Now, next example, tangent. Again, I want to make sure I'm in radian mode. You should get into a habit, even though if you're sure you're in the right mode, to check to make sure you're in the proper mode. Okay, I am in radian mode, so I can hit second quit. Now I'm going to do tangent, square root of 2. So the square root of 2, I simply hit second square root button, put 2 in, double close parentheses, hit enter, gives me 6.334. Now I'm going to do tangent of 155 degrees. I must be in degree mode, so I must change it back to degree mode, like we did before. Now I can go tangent 155, close it, enter. I get minus 0.466. Now, since these are 3 of the 6 trigonometric functions, there must be a way to find the other 3 trigonometric functions, being cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Being that cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, secant is the reciprocal of cosine, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, I can use reciprocal means 1 divided by. So for secant of 5/4, I'm going to put 1 divided by, being cosine is the reciprocal of secant, cosine of 5/4, and enter in my calculator. So to do that, first I gotta make sure I'm in radian mode. Okay, so let's double check that. I'm still in degree mode, so let's go and change it back to radian mode. Okay, hit second quit. I'm going to put 1 divided by cosine, and since this is a fraction, I'm going to put 5 divided by 4, close parentheses, okay? Now, and hit enter. You get 3.17. 1. Now, I'm going to caution you here. This is okay being its individual values. If you have more than one value other than cosine on the denominator, you must use additional parentheses. An alternative to doing this, if you want to be actually precise, make sure you're correct, is do 1 divided by parentheses cosine 5 divided by 4. In this case, I get the same answer because it's one value on the bottom. But if you want to be precise and make sure you're not incorrect, you can put the entire denominator in parentheses so that's separated from the numerator. So that way order of operations will not get in the way. Now, put this in the wrong place. 3.17. Now, you can do the same thing with cosecant and cotangent. Cosecant being the reciprocal of sine. So in cosecant, I would be 1 divided by, not cosine, but sine, in this case of 20 degrees. A cotangent would be 1 divided by tangent of 3, being the reciprocals. Now, again, you got to pay attention to your mode. Here, 20 degrees is in degree mode. So we got to make sure we're in degree mode in our calculator. Hit mode, arrow down, arrow over to degree, hit enter, quit out of it. Now I'm going to do cosecant of 20 degrees, put 1 divided by sine of 20, and get 2.924, round it. Tangent, cotangent of 3 is in radian mode. So I got to change this, paying attention to the mode, being its radians, I got to change it back to radian mode. And I'm going to put 1 divided by tangent of 3 minus 7.015. And last but not least, cotangent of 260 degrees. It's a cotangent, but it's in degree mode, so we got to go back to degree mode, change our calculator, put it back in degree mode, put 1 divided by tangent of 260. So I'm going to put 1 divided by tangent of 260, get 0.176. This concludes my tutorial on how to calculate different trigonometric values with the calculator, both in radian and degree mode.